We are live. We are live. Hello, hello. I have two screens that I'm looking at, so if you see me going this way and that way, that would be why. I hooked in a 32-inch monitor to my laptop, and I'm only seeing the middle of the screen on my laptop and the middle of the screen on the big monitor. But it makes it easier to see the chat. Right on time this time, right at 3 o'clock. Good timing. I don't know how the signal is going to be today. We've had snow, and it's still snowing. And my friend Darlene and I, where I live, we went out earlier today, and our road wasn't plowed. The main road out of here wasn't plowed. The main highway wasn't too bad. You could see that it had been plowed, but yeah, not sure what's going on with around here, especially at 3 in the afternoon. Who knows? It could have already been plowed. I haven't been out in a couple hours now, so yeah, I was going to do some haunted short stories, but I just didn't feel like it. So I decided to have just a laid back Sunday, just kind of chilling about and have an open panel. So if anybody wants to come up, I'll wait until we get some people in the chat, and then I can throw the StreamYard link up. I actually should have done that and probably still could do that now. So yeah, I'll give it a few minutes and see who pops in. I'm not sure who could be live right now. I try not to step on anybody's toes, but this is my normal time. I actually thought about doing a live last night. I think I was thinking around 10 or 11 o'clock doing a couple of the short stories. But I didn't. And before this, I did up a new design for a mug for my Teespring store. It actually turned out pretty good. Yeah, we'll give it a few minutes. Sometimes I'm 5 to 10 minutes late getting live. But I was sitting here not doing too much, so I figured I might as well go live now. Well, it was a few minutes before 3, but that's okay. Let's see, maybe throw on a little bit of music here right now. And that's it. Oh, it should have started at the beginning. If my sister was here right now, she'd be happy to hear that. I actually missed that show quite a bit. Butterfingers here, don't mind me. Not exactly the song I was looking for. Okay, let's try this one again and see if it cooperates at the beginning of the song. There we go. Bit of a longer one, if you like the Doors. Yeah, like I said, this is just a chill Sunday open forum stream. No specific topic, just hanging out.
Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown.
Let's see if we can see
like a dog
around.
without a bone. Packed we're out alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad.
I'm just on another screen at the moment. I will be right back.
Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Yeah.
And I sent Gil a message. Who else do we have here? Not too many people around right now. Okay, now I can see it.
Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you
I love the Doors.
love your man. Take him by the hand.
Alright, let's
Understand.
see if Gil saw my message.
Ends our life will never end. Gotta love your man. Yeah.
I guess I should see if anybody's here yet. Oh, we have one person in the chat. Hello. Oh, we have two people in the chat. Hello there. Yep, it's just a chill Sunday. Talking in tune. If anybody wants to come up, I will throw the link in the chat. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to throw the link up in the chat. If anybody wants to come up on the panel, you're more than welcome to. Give me 1 second here.
riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born.
This is so small, I'm trying to see and look on both screens at the same time.
Like a dog without a bone and actor out alone.
There we go.
Riders on the storm.
Alright, I'm going to pin that to top. Alright. Okay. Alright, I am back now. Sorry about that. Now I hope the signal is, I don't know what that means. There, that might be a bit better. No, I don't know how my signal strength is today, like I said. It has been snowing here off and on for most of the day, so it's probably not any better than it's always been. Who knows? Who knows? I know eventually that I do want to invest in a webcam. This one for the laptop isn't the greatest. I mean, it does the trick for what it is, but need to get another one. Okay, well, we have one person in the chat. Don't be shy. Say hi. It might even be my friend Darlene downstairs. Darlene, if that's you, say hi in the chat. She watches every so often. Hey, Jesse James, how are you? Nice to see you. It shows we have 2 people in the chat. I've been live for almost 15 minutes. I was just sitting there talking to myself at first, so decided to put some music on. Oh, we've got 3 people here. Slowly but surely they are coming in. Hey, Sandy, how's it going? Nice to see you here too. Now, like it says, chill out day on Sunday Open Forum. The link is pinned to the top of the chat there, so if you would like to come up, you are more than welcome to. I'm doing good, Jesse. Yeah, not doing too bad. I went out earlier, and I was saying at the beginning of the stream that our road here hadn't been plowed yet. Oh, 1 second here. Our road hadn't been plowed yet, and the main road out of here to get to the main highway, it was horrible. Horrible. And that was around, I think, 11 o'clock this morning, Eastern time, my time. And it was, we went to the dump, and the roads were bad, just along the road get to the main road. And the main highway wasn't too bad. You could tell it had been plowed. But, you know, we came back from the dump, and it was even worse on the road that leads to the one we live on. Craziness. Total craziness. Who else do we have here? You know what? I am so glad that I hooked up my 32-inch monitor to my laptop, because it's so hard on my old eyes. Yeah, I can only see half, like the middle of the screen on my laptop, and I can only see the middle of the screen on the big monitor. But at least I can see it better. Okay, give me 1 second here. Joe is messaging me back. Okay. Joe will be coming up. He's just waking up, so And we'll have Joe on the panel. All right, let's. I guess I'll close Facebook. I don't really need it right now. Okay, who else do we have here? I think I might be slacking. I don't know. All right, we have Jesse James. We have Soul Seeker, aka Sandy Wolf. We have Dark Shadows, Paranormal, and History. Well, that's just perfect. That's a great way to start off the show. For the first 15 minutes, I was talking to myself. That's okay, I'm talking to myself. Sometimes you need expert advice, right? So, what's everybody up to on this Sunday afternoon? You're just chilling at home, Jesse? Yeah, it's just one of those days, right? I didn't even do my hair. I just kind of brushed it and behind it. It is what it is. It's Sunday. The lighting was actually a lot better in here about an hour ago when I went to StreamYard just to check out to see how things were going to look compared to because I was in my living room previously when I was doing my streams. So I totally forgot what my point was to that. I don't even know if there was one. Oh yeah, the lighting was better. I just don't want to have to turn on my tall lamp here because one side of my face will be like a bright color, and the other side will be dark. Too cold out today? Yeah, I'm in Canada, Jesse, in Eastern Ontario. It's actually not too bad. I think it's only maybe I don't know, uh, -5, -6. It's kind of been like that here for a few days now. Um, but it's supposed to get a lot colder. I think within the next few days, my friend here was saying, but only for a couple of days. It's supposed to go, like right down to really cold, and then back to this, I guess. So the weather here is doing its shock tactic. Shock tactics. Say that 3 times fast. Oh, you're in the Windy City, eh? Chicago. The weather sucks. I'm back in bed. Yeah, my bed's right beside here. Yeah, yeah. So I've been keeping myself busy for the last a few days or so. My friend where I live here has an auction place at her house and sells a lot of good stuff. People come and she does Maxhold. I don't know if they have that in the U.S. or not, um, but she invited me in on her what she does uh, to sell clothing. And for the past couple of days, that's what I've been doing. Well, more so yesterday, taking pictures of clothes, uploading them to my laptop, and you know, it's very time consuming, and I still have like a crap load more to take pictures of and get out there to the public. Um, for those of you who use Facebook, you know about Marketplace. So I post them on Marketplace. Um, yeah, it's going to be something really good because clothing to buy in the stores is not cheap these days, and if I can help somebody out with lower prices, I mean I even get name brand clothing, you know, and I mean I don't sell it for the price that they do in the stores. I would not do that. Okay.
I am
Hello, Joe.
tired.
Muted, Joe.
Hold on, let me turn
You're
this up
muted,
here.
Joe. I can hear you. Yeah, turn yourself up. How's Joe today?
All right, can you hear me? No.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. That was weird. That should not have happened.
Can you hear me? I just want to make sure that my mic's set properly. I'm good? Okay.
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 Anyway, yeah, I'm tired. I'm like, ugh. I literally just woke up. Hello, everyone.
Want some
Late
coffee?
night.
Oh, there it is. Want some coffee? Yeah, I
I
was just
can't.
telling people I hooked up a 32-inch monitor to my laptop, and I can only see like the middle of the screen on the big monitor and the middle of the screen on the laptop. But it just makes it easier for the chat.
Yeah, because well, the chat on Streamyard is behind by a few seconds on the Streamyard end.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that, and then they get upset when you don't see something fast enough. Not everyone, but there are
Yeah,
some.
that's yeah.
And it's like, there's this delay, guys. We can't, can't help it.
Yeah. It irritates me. Yeah, it irritates me too. At least this way I can just with the bigger screen, I don't have to keep on going from StreamYard to YouTube. I can see it bigger and I don't mind the delay, but it can be annoying at times.
Then when I use OBS, oh, there's a huge delay. There's like a 10-second delay. So like if I'm
OBS
reviewing
does not
something,
like me.
so like when I'm doing live reviewing, people are like, "Oh, hey, I heard this,"
Mhm.
and I'm like, "Where?" Because I'm 10 seconds ahead.
I hope there is no echo from my mic
I'm not hearing an echo.
because I have an external speaker hooked up. Okay.
But yeah, I gotta wake up.
So what
Oh
am I
man,
missing in the chat?
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think you're
just before you
missing.
came in, I was okay. No, I was talking about the clothing thing that I'm doing that my friend where I live here set me up with on her site.
Mm.
Um, it's time consuming, and Sandy says my daughter was gonna do that, but go live, and she got her tax number, everything set up, and COVID hit, shut her down. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. That's crazy. You know who I didn't think to message was Billy.
Oh. Oh Lord, I'm trying to
I'll
wake
go over
up.
to Facebook and see if I can. I know sometimes it is hard to wake up. I bet you my friend downstairs is probably watching us right now. Hi, Darlene, if you're watching.
Mm.
Yeah, she helped me. She's helping me out a lot. A lot. They both are. Okay, what was I doing here? Oh, yeah, I was going to message Mr. Cook.
Here comes the dog. I think he's probably gonna want out. Hey, puppy.
Where's your killer cat?
I don't know. I don't know where she's at. I have no idea.
I almost put him live on. I almost put him live on StreamYard. I'm live on YouTube.
I'm not really sure what Sandy's talking about.
Hang on a second. I'm on another.
Oh, Sam, I saw you
I'm
post
on
that scary
screen.
AF video with Alex. Is that new?
No, that's from. Yeah, I'm on the thing. I have to get the invite. No, that's not new. That's from Madison Seminary when they went there. Who was it? It was Keith Campbell, J.P. Doyle, Steve Brote, and Alex. You remember that, Joe?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they went there during the
Yeah.
time that we were talking to a production company about a TV show, and no, I didn't say too much to them, but I knew towards the end there that it was bullshit. It did get pitched around, but
Mm-hmm.
there was other things that were going on at the same time, like with Ghost Hunters returning and some other things coming, and then it became that production company was only looking for ideas to pitch and sell.
Yeah, when they did that, that was what, 3 years ago?
Longer than that, like 4 or 5.
Really? Oh wow! I didn't think it was that long.
Maybe something like that. I don't know. Me and time, I can't keep track of it. But yeah, I had found out that basically the whole thing was a scam with the production company, and started to find out too that they were talking to more and more paranormal teams, claiming, "Oh yeah, you're our guys, you're our team." And they were telling that to everyone, and yeah, so they said, "Hey, they got a hold of us and hey, we need to have this meeting thing." And I'm like, well, "This isn't good." I already knew it wasn't good because there were other people who were letting me know, here's what's going on. They're claiming that there's this stuff going on, a buyout or something, and some of it had to do with Ghost Hunters returning, but it was Ghost Nation instead of Ghost Hunters. Or no,
I'm listening. Sorry, I was just typing a message to somebody.
Or no, it was Ghost Hunters that was coming back. That's what it was. So I knew.
Yeah, it's hard to know who to trust these days, eh? With a lot of things.
Right.
Make sure that I gave them the right. They just went offline. Oh, they might see it. I hate that. I'll go to message somebody to see if they want to come up, and then they all of a sudden they're not online anymore. Huh. Silence.
Yeah, my brain's still trying to boot.
Oh no, that's all good. This, like it says at the pin post, It's just a chill stream. Just hanging out. Ah, okay. Let's try this person. He better not say no because I'll be very upset with him.
Mm.
Uh,
I know Matt is still out on the field.
when does he come back in?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all.
It's a good thing I know how to type fast. I kept telling my Harley, my dog, no, you stay downstairs because I won't be able to take you back downstairs in a bit.
Still gotta wait and see what's gonna happen too with our documentary going on Discovery Plus. And then that whole thing there has been crazy. So Discovery bought HBO and
Mm.
Warner Brothers.
Oh,
So,
really? Warner
yep,
too?
yep. So they've been dealing with that mess. I guess HBO, um, their app is going to be changed to just Max, and then
Hmm.
Warner Brothers will stay Warner Brothers. So yeah, Discovery or NBC um, bought HBO and whatever under its umbrella, along with Warner Brothers. So that whole thing should be done. They said by summer, or I'm hearing by summer. So we'll have
Hmm.
to see what happens.
Well, the first person that I sent the link to was Josh Bender, and now I'm just waiting. And of course, he just went offline too. I can't win. Yeah, I just sent the link to Justin. There's nobody else really online today. I'm just looking on Facebook at my thing here. Oh well. I'll leave it open and check again in a bit. I should start doing what Jason was doing last night, playing that game with you guys.
I'm terrible at it.
You were doing okay last night. I just kind of caught a bit of it. So,
I don't watch a lot of movies,
mm.
so yeah, I don't really watch much of anything.
What's the name of the game?
It's just like I don't know. It's a movie game on cards, like Trivial Pursuit or something.
Ah,
So I'm trying to
I
get.
have no mods. I have no mods in my chat.
Why don't you have mods in your chat?
I don't know. None of them are here. Well, you're here, but you're up on panel. You're a mod. I could have sworn that Sandy was a mod. I don't know why it's showing. See, I've lost a couple. I took a few off last month because I don't see them in mine or anybody's. And And then I noticed that a couple of them that have been mods for quite a while, they weren't mods. So, Sandy, I'm going to remod you. I don't know why you are not in blue because I mean, I modded you like I think when I started. Okay. Okay, Sandy, you should show up with a wrench. Okay, there you go. You are modded.
Yeah.
That's really weird. It must be a friggin' it must be a YouTube thing, you know, like same as like I guess it's YouTube that's doing it, you know, like you could have so many subs and then you look the next day and there's, you know, 3 to 5 gone.
It's just a thing with YouTube. It'll end up showing the right numbers. Ugh.
Yeah, it's just weird. I think we have a new person in here. Sherry Lovebug.
And then
Hello and
You-
welcome, Sherry Lovebug.
YouTube has been pushing smaller channels now, which is great. I ended up gaining 269 subscribers in the last 28 days, which is like crazy.
Sherry Lovebug. Who they know who I am. Waving. Sam. Okay. I hate it when people do this to me. Wait a minute. Let me think here for a minute. Oh, I know it is who it is. It's my longtime friend, Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Oh, she's one of my. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She even came to visit me here where I am now. Nice to see you in the chat. I think you were in one of my other lives. I don't know. Well,
Let's see.
Josh is back on Facebook. Yeah, I really enjoyed my interview with him. It was kind of impromptu because I wasn't prepared. I had a sheet of paper with things written on it to talk about, and do you think I could find it? No. No. Just wasn't in the cards.
I don't know if I'm going to do this today or when, but there's something I need to upload. There's been something that people have been basically, I can't say bug, but I'll use the word bug because just use it as a fun way, I guess. Bugging me about a certain something, and I'm like, you know, we'll see what happens. And yeah, I gotta talk to someone else. Be like, when do you want to throw that out there? So I might do that today or whatever. Waiting for that person to get back to me. Man, I'm tired.
Yeah, it's just one of those days. You need to stop yawning or you're going to have me doing it. It's contagious.
I can't help it. No, like my sleep schedule's all kinds of messed up.
Yeah, some things can really screw a person up, literally, can't they? Without going into detail, that's all I wanted to say.
Now, it's at this point, it has nothing to do with that. My sleep schedule is still screwed up, anyways. But they kind of just like added on to it, but that's not it now. It has something to do with something else, and it's not a bad thing.
Oh,
No, it's not a bad thing. And then I gotta
well,
finish
it's
making
good if it's
a
not a
video that I was doing.
bad.
Oh God.
Hello, Lynn. Who's telling you to spit it out, Joe? I don't know who said that. Oh, Lynn said, spit it out, Joe. Who's Lynn? Lynn who? She knows you. Do some
Probably
people have
want me to
different
talk.
names now or something?
I want me
Hey?
to figure out what it is. I mean, the thing's already.
Okay. Hey,
The thing's
Lynn.
already
I don't know
uploaded.
which Lynn you are.
I know. It's not that exciting, guys.
Oh, what are you teasing? You're teasing us about your upcoming something investigation, right?
No. I'm gonna try to investigate next month. I just gotta be. I gotta be careful too, because there is something coming up that I cannot talk about in April, and I need to make sure that. Jesus. Anyways, I need to make sure that I'll be good to go with that because it's rather important. But yeah, I'll see if I can get out and investigate in February or March.
Isn't there something going on with another documentary at some point too?
Yeah, that's a ways off.
Yeah, I remember you saying something about that as well as excuse me, an upcoming investigation at some point too. See, you know you're going to get a lot of questions now. Sandy's asking, is it a project? So you opened a can of worms here, Joe.
Well, yeah, I mean it is a project if that is, but I mean it's not like, oh my god. it's not that. It's not anything like that. But and hopefully, so I'm hoping this year, because I do plan on investigating, like once or twice a month. It was a pain in the butt. Like last year, it was hard because freaking gas prices are ridiculous, and now they're going back up. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? We're well above $3 and like 15 cents at this point. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So last year I wasn't able to get out and investigate much at all. The gas prices, and there were other things going on.
Yeah.
I am eyeballing Bobby Mackey's for a collab. I want to try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this happen or not because of my car, but I do want to go out to Texas and investigate a location.
Nice, right on. Can you tell us what place or
Hill House?
No.
Hill House.
Yeah, Matt is still out in the field.
When it comes to documentaries, Sandy, for Matt, yeah, that makes it hard. But outside of documentary stuff, I can just do whatever. But it's the expense. And just about every location has now raised their prices even more, which is ridiculous because 99% of them ain't worth the fucking price to walk in.
You know who has always been reasonable? And that is Dan Kleiss.
Right.
He's reasonable. I think I know it was 300 for up to 5 or 6 people. I could be wrong, but the last I saw, I think it was 6 to 8 people. Don't quote me on that for 350. That is still like very, very reasonable when you think about it, right?
Right. Yeah. No, and that's a fair price. The cheapest one out there right now is the Monroe House. But what I'm not liking is seeing that companies are now buying these haunted locations. Now, Ghost Hunt USA is starting to buy more locations and making them more expensive, and it's pissing me off. I think that next documentary we might take a shot at those companies.
Mm. What's the most expensive place that you've been to?
The most expensive place I have been to has been Waverly Hills.
Is that that was before COVID, right?
Yeah, that was back in 2017.
Yeah. Can you imagine how much it must be now?
I mean, it's like the same price, but that's a $1,200 bill. And I have people saying, "Hey, why don't you go investigate Waverly Hills? Why don't you go to go to some of these other places?" And I'm like, "Because that's a $1,200 bill, and I cannot afford that. I can't afford
for how
that
many
at all."
people for Waverly? How many people does that cover?
Up to 10 people. So if you get 10 people, that's like 100 and some change, per person. But every time I've gone to Waverly Hills, it's always been with a huge group of people. I don't want to do that again. I had no luck when I went to Waverly Hills.
You're hearing everybody else,
right? I want to go by myself. That's the thing. I want to go by myself. Same thing with Ohio State Reformatory. I'd love to go back there. I've been there twice, and it's a really cool place, but it's been with a lot of people. I just want to go alone, but I can't.
Well, that's a really popular place, because Shawshank Redemption being filmed there. Like everybody wants to go there, right?
Right. So, and my channel just this year, I'm not complaining. That I am not complaining. My channel has only generated just over $700, and all of that was from donations only.
Wow.
It calculates ad revenue, but I probably made an entire $1 from ad revenue. So, I don't depend on.
Well, that's YouTube. The thing with YouTube. They take a big percentage of every super chat you get. If it's a super chat, they take most of it anyway, and you get peanuts afterwards.
Right.
Hey, there you go, Joe.
Well, I would do it. The only right now, what's scary is the condition of my car. I had it repaired, but it's got a lot of miles on it right now. And, I only get paid once a month, and that's usually at the beginning of the month. And then with the documentary, which isn't going to make a lot of money anyways, we get paid quarterly. So we only get paid 4 times a year, for that. And like I said, it's not going to be a lot. But I got to do something about a vehicle as well. But a lot of these places I want to go to, but I would like to just go by myself. But they're expensive. And like I said,
Yeah.
I don't depend on YouTube, and I don't expect people to fund my my adventures. I would even without YouTube, I'd still do it anyways. But
Hmm.
you know, the other thing too that hurts is
Well, it's
you
like it's
have
like Vivian said, like there's a lot of investigators that they don't even utilize YouTube because they see a lot of the drama and the fakers out there that they just don't want any part of it. They would rather just go do their thing, you know, and not have to publicize it.
so a lot of the people who I know in the paranormal, like actual investigators, they
Mm.
don't see people who do YouTube content as actual investigators. They see them as a form of entertainment. They don't believe them. Um, they think basically 99% of them are fake or don't know what the hell they're doing. And for the most part, I want to sound like an asshole.
That's not always
Uh,
true.
well, I'm going to sound like an asshole, but what I see out there is pure, like, you're not investigating, guys. You're running around like dumbasses.
Mm.
You then they're like, hey, we use this piece of equipment and here's why. And then they throw this information out there as if it's fact. It's like, that's not even how it works. Where the hell did you get that from, you dumbass? Like, I just woke up, so I'm crabby. Anyways,
Yeah,
you know, and
that's okay. That's okay. That's my middle name sometimes. It's all good though.
in, like, we don't use that stuff when we investigate. When we do a proper investigation, we don't use half that crap. Like, we just don't use it because we already know. First off, we're not saying that there's no way something could interact with something. The problem is you can't freaking validate it. You absolutely cannot validate it.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're not getting evidence, and they're not even being helpful to the paranormal field. I'm going on a tangent. I don't care. They're not even like helping the paranormal field to begin with. They're not bringing anything to the table. It's the same crap over and over and over. Oh, look, my app says, and it's like, yeah, take that app, shove it up your ass. That app is for entertainment purposes only. And that's actually a video that I'm working on. I got my Chromebook back there. I had 2 other phones with it. I ran 2 of the same apps at the same time and then run a completely separate app. You're not getting the same words coming from anything. And the questions that I asked had nothing to do with what I was asking. Now, my place isn't haunted, so I shouldn't be getting anything in the first place.
No, you shouldn't
They're
be.
just
That's when you
random
know if
word
you can
generators.
manipulate it with that little magnet like you did.
Right.
Like that's proof right there. You know? Too much. Yeah.
So
You know what I have an issue with? And it really started to irritate me as of last night or yesterday. I got a notification for, a channel that I watch. And I went to watch it, and everything in the background was exactly the same as somebody else's. Exactly the same. Not only that, they were basically acting like another person with the way they were talking and their gestures, and they had to all of a sudden have their tatties showing, and And I could only watch a couple of minutes of it because I thought, you know, what happened to originality with different people? Why do some people have to try and act like somebody else? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm not seeing a lot of what's the word? Genuineness in a lot of these channels now. Like if you have to um try and portray yourself like somebody else and you can't be yourself when you're live streaming, then that kind of really like pushes me away from those kinds of people. You know, like I mean, I would rather sit and watch somebody like you or Matt, you know, or Justin, you know, because you know we're all being ourselves. We're not trying to be somebody that we're not and copying other people. And it gets really frustrating, especially if it's a channel that I really enjoyed watching. But when you
Right.
start to see like a repetitiveness of um, not only fake shit out there from channels, but you know people that you know they think they have to be somebody else to keep their you know their subs, and it's really irritating. Like I didn't want to unsubscribe to this channel yesterday, but it really irritated me because I've seen so much of it that I get to the point where, well, I'm not really watching you. I'm watching you trying to be somebody else. And that just doesn't float my boat anymore. You know, you're not who you were. So, I mean, I'm not really watching you. I'm watching somebody you're trying to be. And I knew exactly who he was trying to imitate. And that's another person who I don't watch anymore either. It's just, you know, if you can't be real, you can't be legit, and you can't be yourself. Well, then why are these people doing this?
Right.
Because
No.
eventually, you know, the people that are, you know, like I wouldn't really say OG watchers, but eventually along the lines, these people are going to end up losing subs because they're not genuine anymore, and people are going to see that, you know, sooner or later. Rant
Um.
over.
So yeah, I watch these channels and they're like, oh my god, you know, like oh, I got something on my app or this went off, that went off. They're not investigating, guys. They're not investigating. On my channel, I'm not really investigating either because I can't properly investigate. The only way that I can properly investigate is if I get a residential that I know that I will be there, you know, for more than like 4 days. Then I can properly investigate. Um, I can properly investigate like a location. The problem is that I'm going to have to continuously go to that location, and guess who does not have the money to go and continuously investigate the same um, location? I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And this crap with people getting stuff every time they throw out a video, it's they're getting something. They're getting something. It is impossible. It is absolutely impossible to go to all these different locations and get all kinds of stuff. It's impossible. And a lot of these places
Mm-hmm.
that they go to, I have been to, and nothing. I've been there multiple times. Maybe I get something here or there, but it's not crazy like they make it out to be. And it's bad. And it gives a false representation of what.
Yeah, they make mountains out of a molehill, basically.
Right. When you talk to somebody who lives in a haunted home and they have lived there for a while, everything that they're telling you
Mm-hmm.
that has been going on has been going on. It could be months, could be years, but they're just condensing everything
Yeah.
and into one thing. Here's all these things that that happen. Um, so on average, a home that's haunted, people could experience something maybe once a week, maybe twice a month, to maybe a few things a year. So it's absolutely ridiculous. I am on the fence with Paranormal Quest. Um, there's a few things that I have noticed about Paranormal Quest. That's just me. Not really sure where Arden went, but okay. But when you watch genuine, like YouTube channels that are doing the paranormal, and it's boring and there's nothing going on, congratulations, you have found a real channel. I mean, I've been to some of the scariest locations in the United States, and I'm like, okay, wasn't that active. But the other thing that hurts too is that
It was supper time.
the other thing that hurts
It was supper
too
time. I had to take the dog downstairs.
The other thing that hurts too is, with a lot of the channels that are faking, they're the ones that are making the money, and they're making the money off of a bunch of lies, basically, and that drives me nuts. And it's like, why? Like, there are smaller channels out there that are real, they're legit. They're not getting a lot of money. Why are people not throwing their support at them to get them to these places or to help them out? Now, people can donate to whoever the hell they want. It's just they're donating to people who just give me your money, and that's all it is. Give me your money. I just want your money. I'm when you look at these the bigger channels that are fake, 99% of the time where they're going, they're not paying a dime. And I don't know if I should say the name of a channel.
Are you going
but
to say who I think you're going to say?
That was I don't know.
I think we were thinking along the same lines. There are people charging money for places that you find out that are absolutely free, and nothing happened at the place where they were.
You got that team,
Yeah.
Mostly a person who's like, all right, guys, we're going to go to this location. Help us get us there. Help us pay for it and blah, 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 blah. And it was already paid for, or it was free.
Yeah.
Or
it's just not right.
Find an abandoned building and make up some history and claim it's haunted. I mean, it's ridiculous. Maybe this will sound familiar. The Truckee murder house.
That's the place I was referring to. Uh-huh.
Yeah, no murder has ever taken place there. It was somebody lived in the house, it went abandoned, and now it's just an abandoned house. I looked into that, and
well, so did she. So did she looked into it too, extensively, like she does with a lot of things, and yeah.
So I am literally thinking about can it be faked? Find like maybe a friend and seeing if I can like go in their like shitty building, make up a story, claim it's haunted, claim to have, oh my God, you guys, just make up a story, not tell anybody what's actually going on until the very end. And I'm like, yeah, this is fake. This is my buddy's place. Like, this is like, a shitty building. Everything was made up. See how easy it is to make shit up?
Exactly. Yep. Yep. Doesn't take anything. I'm going to have to turn a light on pretty soon. Oh.
But yeah, and I've done that with, like, I went to a cemetery and just to show people that it's so easy to fake. And of course, I do let it be known that none of it was real. I'll play it off like it's real, but at the end, you'll know it was not real. And that's how easy it is to fake things, even EVPs. I don't know if you've seen that video I did, but I pre-recorded stuff. Went out to the cemetery and acted
what video?
like there was a video called "Can It Be Faked?" And I went out to a cemetery. I did it live.
I don't think I saw that.
I did it live.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a cemetery, and the EVPs were already pre-recorded. They were pre-recorded on another digital recorder that I kept out of sight, and I asked these questions. I made sure, with the exception of one, that because I wanted to see if anyone was going to catch it. I wanted to see if anyone was going to catch it. But I went out. I asked the questions, same tone, same everything. And like people thought, it was legit. No, actually, that wasn't live. That was something else. No, that I just recorded. But people thought it was legit there for a little while until I'm like, yeah, guys, this is how people fake shit. It's easy to do. Now, I did do a live stream with my son. We investigated the house here. Totally made up a story that could be believable. My son took off with his buddies, and they went to go check out this place that was supposed to be haunted, and now weird shit's happening. Like an attachment came home with my son. So this was a live stream. However, it was what was being shown live at one point was it was pre-recorded, and I used OBS to make it seem like it is live. This is coming off of the phone, for YouTube. And I even put in the buffer thing in there, so people thought, oh, the stream's buffering. I used that to set certain things up.
Mm-hmm.
And then towards the end there, I was like, I said the time and the date. The time and date was wrong. And I'm like, that should clue you guys in. Basically think about the time, think about the date. And then I actually did go live through OBS saying, this is what I did. To show that those things can't be faked. Because they do that. They will pretend they're live at that moment when they really went off, already recorded it, and doing little tricks. Hey, but I mean, it was easy to do. I do need to make other ones, but I have a couple in mind. But I'm just, again, just showing people, how these things can be done.
It's so easy.
It is, but it could also negatively hurt my channel because people could easily say, well, if you're doing that and showing us how it's done, then maybe you're doing it with your stuff. And I always edit and review or whatever. Well, mainly review live so people can see everything is on the up and up. Nothing's going on. But let's see. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I think. Am I? Are you gonna sneeze, Joe? Yes. Oh, damn.
Oh wow! Somebody just on my friends list sent me. Oh boy!
Oh,
Oh, I didn't want to see that. Okay, I'll have to look at it later. Wow. Sorry, I'm back. I'm back.
no, no. Oh,
Oh no! A friend of mine sent me a message on Facebook. This guy that I used to go out with like many years ago. This guy was murdered in St. John in New Brunswick back in August, and he's going to jail. He was one of them that did it.
mm.
So yeah, I should have waited till after the stream because I said to her, I said, I'm live on YouTube right now. I'll look at it later, but I should have waited. Anyways. That's just craziness.
But oh, can't wait to get through the rest
We
of this
still have 4
month.
people there. What's that?
Said I can't wait to get through the rest of this month. This month killed me. Car repair and
Why does it seem like this month is like forever?
it
This
kind of
month is
seems
going
like
on
that.
forever. It's the 29th. It does,
Right.
yeah. It really does.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get through the rest of this month. You know, having my car fixed. That kicked my ass, and then other things kicked my ass. And my son's like, hey, can I borrow money? So I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, he's not really borrowing money. He's more like, can I have? So I don't expect to get paid back. I
Yeah.
don't expect my kids to pay me back anyways. And then I do that. And then I look at
My
my
dad
bank
was
account.
like that too. I'd go to pay him back and he wouldn't take it. Same with my sister. So if they were out somewhere, she would just wait until he went in the store and then she'd shove it in the glove box.
And then, yeah, I go check my bank account and I have like $1 and some change. I'm like, oh shit, I just put myself in a bad spot. Like, damn it.
My mom sent me $50 yesterday, and I didn't even know she sent it to me. I've got the Text Now app on my laptop, and sometimes I don't get text messages from people for like 2 to 3 days. So I got this one, and for some reason, I go to respond to anything, I have to keep logging in. So I log back in and I see this message from my mom yesterday saying, something, this is twofold, and I'll explain why. Well, she tried to send money to the guy that she's staying with because it's cheaper than moving right now. Um, Tried to send his daughter some money, but the email address wouldn't work. So she said, I sent it to you instead, and I'll figure out how to send some to her after. And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know you sent me any money. Thanks.
So yeah, I kind of put myself in a bad spot, but it is what it is. Thought I was gonna get. I honestly thought I was gonna get paid through YouTube this month. Nope, didn't happen, and I should have, but
Oh, no.
whatever. No, because I did make it past the threshold, but whatever. But I went and I turned around anyways, and I set my threshold much higher. So,
Yeah.
I don't I don't depend on YouTube, but I kind of put myself in a bad spot this month. Oh well, it is what it is.
Well, Sandy's right. Everything is expensive these days. Like, I mean, to air up your tires used to be free. How long has it been since, it hasn't been free? Like, that's ridiculous. You got to pay for air. in your tires now.
Yeah, like in some places it's like $4. And it's like, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna go freaking buy a bicycle pump. That'll do the same damn thing. Just keep it in the car.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. But I mean, I think Canada compared to the U.S., I think it's a little worse in Canada than it is in the U.S. I could be wrong because groceries here are ridiculous. You
Yeah,
can't
go.
find eggs in a lot of places. You know, meat. We were in the grocery store on Friday before we came home, and I saw like a small roast enough for two people, and I think it was like 12.50 bucks at that place. Well, the place we went to previous to that, the same size friggin' roast was $25 for a little roast enough for two people. Like people can't afford it.
So my eating habit is mainly chicken and fish. So I could buy like a bunch of chicken breasts for like $8,
Mhm.
right? And these are big size chicken breasts. I can't do that anymore because now it's like $15 or $18. Like Jesus.
I know it's crazy. It's
And then
crazy. I know.
I guess the price for eggs have gone up. I haven't like bothered to pay attention, but everybody's claiming the price for eggs are really expensive. But here's the thing, too, though.
Well, apparently
Everyone
they're
wants.
hard to get because of this what is it called? Bird flu or whatever this virus is that the chickens are getting or something. I don't know. It's
That's
always something. Let's put it that way.
and also everybody wants that minimum wage to go up, but they sure as hell don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, yeah. Eggs are four
$4
dollars a
for a
dozen.
dozen of
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
and they're roughly the same here in Canada. It all depends on the grade of the egg, right? But yeah, it's
I've
just
never,
everything
I've
is so
never,
expensive.
I don't think I've ever seen anything under grade A.
No, no.
No, I don't think I've ever
Okay.
seen any egg carton that says grade B or grade C. It's always grade A.
Great OG. Got
Like,
an OG brand. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So yeah, $4 for a dozen eggs. That's insane because last time I bought eggs, it was like $1.29 for a dozen for like a carton of them.
Yeah,
So
they
yeah,
used to be like 269 or whatever here, but you don't see that anymore. You know,
yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
it's
But
it's
we have a
ridiculous.
recession coming. So yeah, we got a recession coming. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, well, they say it always gets worse before it gets better. All I'm seeing is the worst. When's the better part come in? Because so many people are suffering. Like they can't afford to eat. Thank God for food banks. And I'll tell you one thing: where I previously lived to here, I was so thankful for the food banks because I only get a certain amount a month until I can get on disability, which I'm still. I'm the process is going better now. I haven't got the package yet. Um, but it's just, if it wasn't for the food banks and my mom helping me out, I don't know what I would have done. Because um, I was getting $733 Canadian a month. My rent was 600. So that after bank charges, I was left between $80 and $90 to buy food, dog food and cat food, cat litter, smokes. One bag of smokes would have to last me for the whole month. It never worked out that way, but it's just it's everywhere. I don't know how the government expects people to live on what they're getting when the rents are so high. It's kind of okay. Do I pay my rent? Do I buy groceries for the month? I get it, but it's just for the ones that don't have outside help from family and friends, like I really feel for those people, because it's really hard for people like that.
Well, here in the States, they have a poverty level. The problem is that the poverty level line hasn't budged. It's been the same. So even though people are, they're still making minimum wage and they can't really get by, they're having a hard time getting by. They're exceeding the poverty line. So when
Mm.
somebody says, "Oh, there's less people in poverty," because yeah, there are people who are making who who were making whatever minimum wage was to what the new minimum wage is, and it makes it look like, oh, things are getting better, guys. Less people are in poverty, when in fact they still are, even though they're still
Mhm.
making more money. And that's why, like this whole thing with minimum wage, here, people are like, oh, they got to raise minimum wage. You going to pay for it? Because you raise minimum wage, you start losing jobs and things start getting more expensive. Guess who gets to pay for that? We do.
Yeah,
Um,
John Q. Public's going to pay for it. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
then, and with rent, it's funny. Um, a friend of mine, his family, they own homes, and they're like, wow, rent's expensive, and somebody needs to do something about it. These people, they got to raise minimum wage, but yeah, their dinky little shoebox house that they have out in California, and I want $3,000 a month in rent. And I'm like, so
Yeah.
wait a minute, you're gonna complain about how expensive rent is and how minimum wage needs to go up, but yeah, you're still part of the problem because your little house is not worth 3,000 a month. Sorry, it absolutely is not. Like, hey,
Mm.
I want to make money, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, you're part of the problem. Like, you are literally part of the problem. Now, somebody might say, oh, they must be a Republican. No, they're not. And neither are those
No
people.
politics. No,
Neither are
no,
those
no
people in
politics in the
California
chat.
who own
No,
homes.
no, I'll mute you, Joe. No, no
But
politics in the chat.
but hold on, I do, and I just wanted to throw something funny in there. But um, the same people who are complaining about it, they are the problem. They're absolutely the problem. It's people are like, oh, corporate greed, government greed, whatever. No, it's greedy people, and greedy people who have no ties with government or corporations are far more greedier than government and corporations.
I just think it's really hard for a lot of people to make ends meet. You know, like I said, even more so if you don't have friends and family. But I don't know.
But yeah, things are it's ridiculous, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse.
I don't know if there's I don't know if the economy in the U.S. is worse or better than Canada because I don't like watch any of the stuff. Like I barely even watch when our prime minister's on. He's not even worth listening to. Every second word.
There's a reason why people do that. They're trying to be as articulate as possible, and they're trying to come across more meaningful. I had that same problem too. Obama had that, did the same thing as well. They're trying to be very articulate. They're trying to think. It can be a sign of intelligence. Problem is that their brains are moving faster than their
Justin
mouth.
Trudeau has no intelligence.
What's that?
Anyways, no politics.
Oh,
I just had to put that. I just said that our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he has no intelligence. I just wanted to throw that out there. No more
yeah, that's
politics.
another thing too. Like people who apply for like low income living, they get put on a waiting list forever. The only way that you can get in sooner is if you have a family and you're about to be homeless. Then they bump you up. Then that becomes an emergency. Because the last thing they want are families, especially children, out on the street.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's the same here for housing. You go on a list and the lists are long. My sister's been on one for I don't know how many years and she's still waiting.
With all that money we're throwing away, they could have the government could set up far more low income housing for people.
Yeah.
It's
So about that card game you guys were playing last night. Just trying to change the subject here.
That's
What
I was
is the
trying to
name
do.
of that game? Do you know?
I don't know. No.
What's that?
I don't know what it's called. No, it's like a Trivia
know the
Pursuit
name
or
of that game
something
Jason's
like
playing?
that. I don't know. I don't know the name of the game. I just know that it was a game with a bunch of movie quotes in it. That's all I know.
I was sitting there watching a little bit of it for like a couple minutes, and I got that one right away. The Bells, Hunchback of Notre Dame. I got that right away. You got it. No, Ron got it right away.
Yeah, I knew what it like. Some of them I knew what they were, but I just couldn't spit it out quick enough. So
Yeah, I used to be really good at Jeopardy and well, not so much Jeopardy, but Wheel of Fortune. I used to be really good at it.
let's see. Yeah,
TV
I
for
like
me
I, li-
lately is
I
some
like the way
background
Crow
noise.
does it. Yeah,
What's that?
I like
Sorry.
I like the way Crow does his trivia games. And then chat can get involved if they want because he'll put up a link and a code so people can log into it and they can participate if they want.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah, that
fun.
was pretty interesting.
Oh.
Well, Josh asked me. He said he hang on, said he couldn't come on today. He's trying to get some orders done. And I said, okay. And then I just said, he says, what time are you on? I said, I'm live now. So, I don't know. I won't be on live for much longer because I'm getting hungry.
Yeah,
My
I
dog
can't.
went down and getting hungry.
Yeah, I can't stay in too much longer either. I got things that I need to do because I got up so late. And then I will be live tonight. I may see if Cassie from Oracles wants to join. I haven't had her on in a long time, and I feel bad. There's been a lot of things
Well, I
going
tried
on.
to get her on too. When was it? I think it was the early part of December. I think she was having internet issues at the time, and I sent her a message you know, because I'd like to, you know, I like variety on the show on Sundays too, right? Come on
Right.
and do some readings, but she never saw the message. So I'll have to, yeah, maybe for next Sunday, I'll see if she's available for next Sunday, which would be, I don't know what date it would be.
Let me see.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll be
figure it
live
out.
at 9 tonight. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get ready to
it'd be
send
nice
her.
to have her. Well, if you have things to do, and my stomach's telling me to feed it, so
Yeah, you know, I got my sleep schedule is such a mess. And
yeah, you
I
look
got
tired.
stuff to work on. I got to do that video. I got to finish the video. I've been doing it in parts. So, where did I go? There we go.
Well, if
Oops.
I can't find a guest for next Sunday, I might try and drag you up here again.
I know I
Well,
got
I
a
don't
podcast.
mind these, you know, every so often, just chill out, you know, Sunday, like have an open panel every once in a while when I can't get a guest. Yes, I was supposed to do a few short haunted stories, but I just didn't feel like doing it. So I thought just have a chill thing. I still want to do it, but I don't feel like reading to anybody today.
Mm.
I just didn't feel like doing it. But on that note, thank you so much, Joe, again for coming up, and so I wasn't by myself. No, I'm kidding. It's always nice having you up here. Yeah, it is. It is. And thank you to everybody in the chat. Go ahead, Joe.
No, I was just, I don't know.
Go back to bed, Joe.
No, I can't do that.
All right, folks. Yeah, thanks again, Joe. Thank you to everybody in the chat. I hope you all have a good upcoming week, and we will see you next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a good one, folks. Ciao for now.